The escalation is starting. Please don't see this as fear-mongering. This is just me pleading with you to take this news very seriously. This is Juan Carlos Lopez Gomez. He has been arrested in Florida and is being detained by ICE. Police held him under the charges of entering the state illegally as an undocumented person. He is a U.S.-born citizen. Cops held him until ICE came to detain him, and his mother and an advocate showed up into Florida at the courts with his birth certificate and social security card, and the judge said, I see that these are verified and legal, and I can't do anything about it. I am barred from releasing him because he is in an ICE hold. You can go read more on this story. Link is in bio. But yeah, you should give a shit, because part of due process as citizens is getting to prove that we're citizens. And ICE having jurisdiction over the court system should terrify all of us.
Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. In case you're new here, my name is Maren.
And I'm Maureen.
Right, so in today's episode, we're going to be reacting to videos of Latinos for Trump who are getting the short end of the stick from Trump's government. Yeah?
Right, and you know, guys, you remember when the election period was nearing, Latinos kept insisting, especially the ones who are legal, that if you have papers, you have nothing to worry about, that the administration would be fair to them.
Right.
But right now, they're all really crying out because most of them have also become a target of ICE and police officers.
Right now, it doesn't matter that you have papers, so long as you look Latino and you're driving while Latino, you're gonna get pulled over. So guys, let's watch what we prepared for you, and then we come back and talk about it. Let us know your thoughts and opinion on the comment section. Also consider subscribing if it's your first time here. Let's watch.
Do you see that the U.S. citizen who was sitting in a Florida jail because he had an ICE order against him was released and is finally back with his mother? If you hadn't heard, this was Juan Carlos Lopez Gomez, and he is a U.S. citizen who was traveling from Georgia to Florida to work. He was being charged with the crime of entering Florida as an unauthorized alien. His mother came to the court with a birth certificate and a social security card that a judge authenticated it, but she couldn't release him under Florida law because ICE had directed the jail to hold him. They were going to hold him for 48 hours until ICE came to pick him up. And if it wasn't for the public outcry that came from this story, this moment might have never happened, because we have seen how badly these errors can end up for people. I'm so happy that he's been released and that he's back with his mother, and I hope he sues them for everything he can get. Unfortunately, under this administration and this atmosphere that we live under, stories like these are going to continue to happen.
Okay, I'm ready to talk about this because I'm not really traumatized by it anymore, so here we go. So in the beginning of the year, I got stopped by ICE. Me, an American citizen. Embarrassing, honestly. I thought it was a cop. Like, actually, I thought I was getting stopped for something relevant. My stop went something like this. Yes? Do you mind rolling down your window a little more? I do mind. I have a few questions for you. My partner's gonna be right here, in case anything happens. Are you ICE? Yes, ma'am, and now we're investigating you, so we would like to see some valid form of identification. Why are you pulling me over in a cop car? Ma'am, do you have a license or valid form of identification or anything that can prove that you're an American citizen? Are you an American citizen? Ma'am, yeah, I am an American citizen. Hold up. Ma'am, can you not press those up against the window and hand those to us through the small crack that you've provided for communication? Can you see the IDs? Yes, ma'am, I can. Then no, you may not. Ma'am, we need to physically handle the identification cards. Where does it say that you have to do that? I'm telling you, ma'am, it's the law. Can you tell me which law it is? Ma'am, I need to see the. Sir, I'm literally pushing a Geneva Convention identification card issued by the United States government for the United States Army up against the window. What more do you need? What are you looking for? Ma'am, anybody can replicate an identification card. You cannot just replicate an identification card issued by the Geneva Convention with a smart chip and the type of like barcode that's on it. You can't just fucking fake that shit. Well, if you could just give it to us so we can. No, ma'am, do you speak Spanish? Yes, I speak Spanish. And where did you learn Spanish? Baltimore? The state of Maryland? And what is your purpose through speaking Spanish? Are you seriously asking me this right now? Ma'am, it's just part of the investigation. Sir, I don't even understand why I'm being investigated. Ma'am, we're investigating everybody that passes through this area. That's funny because like 10 cars passed before you pulled me over. So what made you pull my car over at random if you're investigating everybody? Okay, ma'am, you seem to be uncooperative, so we're gonna have to get you out of the vehicle and search your vehicle. Are you harboring anybody that is not a United States citizen? Ma'am, can you give me an answer? Do you have a warrant? Yes, ma'am, we have a warrant. Can I see the warrant? He shows me the warrant and there's no signature from a judge. Oh, my dog, you're not going anywhere near my car. Excuse me, ma'am, we have a valid warrant. It's not signed by a judge. You literally just have a fucking memorandum without a signature right now. Ma'am, sir, am I being detained? Ma'am, we're trying to conduct an investigation. Can you answer my question? Am I being detained? Ma'am, we have to fulfill our investigation. Sir, I'm gonna ask you one more time. Am I being detained? Ma'am, let me see your supervisor. I see all these cars around here, so let me talk to somebody that's above you. Ma'am, I don't think that's necessary. Supervisor's not gonna change their mind in the situation. We need to search your car. You're not coming anywhere near my car. I need to speak to your supervisor. Ma'am, I'm going to search your car. Sir, you are going to get me your supervisor. He goes and gets a supervisor. Hey, ma'am, what seems to be the issue? We're just trying to conduct an investigation. Is everything all right? Are you doing okay in there? Yes, sir, I have a question. Am I being detained? No, ma'am, you're not being detained. So what was the point of me going back and forth with your subordinate about needing to search my car after I provided valid identification, both of which are government issued, one from the state of Maryland, one from the United States Army? I'm sorry, ma'am, we're just trying to, you know, find undocumented citizens. Okay, sir, one more time. Am I being detained or no? No, ma'am, you are not. Y'all have a good day. Get fucked. And I drove away. Now, mind you, I was scared the entire time. I've been hearing the horror stories. I remained calm, but I knew my rights. But a lot of people don't. So it's imperative. I mean, I was a little disrespectful, I'm not gonna lie to you, but it's imperative to be somewhat cooperative. I was obviously taken aback. And yeah, man, it's just wild. I would have video recorded the incident. However, I was looking for another song on my phone to like play. And when I saw I was getting pulled over by like this inconspicuous cop car, I tossed my phone on the ground so quick. I pulled the little wall out the back and I say, whoop. So if you believe this is satire, I totally understand. This was a really nerve-wracking situation for me, but I'm glad that I was confident enough to stand my ground and understand my own rights.
Do you see this video where this white guy is being racist and threatens a Latino with ICE all because the Latino is working in front of his apartment? Listen.
I got a dog, so pick up all this fucking shit. If I get a dog that steps on any of this shit right here, you see this shit right here, boy? Pick it the fuck up, you understand?
Yeah, I understand you.
You see this right here?
Okay.
All these fucking nails and shit?
Yeah, but I'm not done yet.
Pick it up.
Hey, I never say I'm done. You see, I start to clean it up.
Pick it up. And get the fuck out of here.
Hey, give me a second, bro. Give me 1 minute.
I'm giving you a minute.
Okay?
Pick it up.
Okay.
I'm making a call. Your license plate's going to ICE.
Okay, go ahead.
Fucking Mexicans, dude. Get the fuck out of here. Now pick your trash up and get the fuck out of here.
I'm going, bro. I'm going.
Why you guys work so fucking slow, bro?
I am sick and tired of seeing this. These white racist man babies are so emboldened under the Trump administration to threaten to call ICE on someone who is working. This seems to be an apartment complex, so apartments are always getting fixed up. So if this guy has a problem, he should have gone to management. But of course he won't go to management. For him, it's all about taking out his horrible life on the Latinos who are just trying to work. Now, there's no information right now on who he is. So TikTok, if you have any information, please let me know in the comments. And I've tagged the person who posted the video if you want to support them in any way.
So guys, welcome back. Let us know what you think about the clips we just played you, yeah? You know, one thing I have observed a lot is that the American police have a real talent of wasting people's time, yeah? Because in the case where that lady was pulled over and they were asking for documents which she provided, and they still went on, they were trying to go on round and round with her, and that cop, I know, even he knew this woman had no mistakes and she was legal, you know. They just wanted to waste his time.
Yeah, and God only knows the reason why they wanted to get into her car, because she wouldn't be the first case we hear of legal American citizens who've been detained and deported to, is it El Salvador? Yes, to that prison in El Salvador.
Yeah, and you notice that she said that she was a little bit disrespectful, you know. And okay, the moment she said that, one question I asked myself was, she was still disrespectful and she's still alive, you know, because I feel like cops in America, especially palm-colored cops, find any reason to off someone they feel like doesn't respect them. Or I hear people normally say, for you to calm them down, you have to keep on responding to them as sir, so that like you can show that you respect them, you know.
You respect their authority.
Guys, like what small ego do you have for you to have someone else massage your ego every time you talk to them? And if they don't, you have to meet them with a certain consequence you feel like is fit for them, you know.
Right, and at this point, the biggest question we are asking is, what will it take for the people in charge and the authority to finally start taking the rule of law seriously and stop harassing American citizens?
It's not that they don't take it seriously. It's
Okay,
just the white supremacy system and the racism, you know.
Yeah, but what needs to be done? Because this can't go on. For 4 years, people will live like this.
It looks like that is what is gonna happen, because they hold the systems. If you look at the cops who are in control or in charge in America, they are white people. So this is what okay, let's talk about the clip of that man who was threatening that Latin guy who was cleaning outside. That man holds no certain authority, you know. He holds no type of authority, but yet he felt, you know, he puffed his chest out enough for him to threaten that Latin guy. So imagine if that one is just a regular normal citizen and he's feeling like that, and he feels like he can, you know, impact somebody's life. What about a cop, you know?
Yeah, right now they all know, the people who behave like this ones, especially the white supremacists, they all know that the system is for them, and when they cry that, the police will come to their aid real quick. And
they
I feel
speak
like
one language.
Yeah, they speak one language, and I feel like that is the reason why right now most of them are taking advantage of the situation that is right now in America.
Yeah, and guys, can we talk about how he kept on referring to the Latin guy, about how he called him boy, you know? And I'm asking myself, how are you gonna call a full-grown man boy, if not to intimidate and to dehumanize them? And he was being a big bully, to be quite honest, you know, because I feel
it kind
like
of reminded me of his ancestors and how they treat slaves.
Right. During slavery, that term, calling a full-grown man boy, was meant to belittle, dehumanize, and it was used as a derogatory term, you know.
Well, it was used to make them feel inferior and beneath you, as in it was meant for them to submit to the power and influence of their masters.
Yeah, and that is exactly the same thing he was doing to this guy, and him trying to make him feel so little, you know. And I'm telling myself, Latinos, okay, those ones who voted for Trump felt safe enough to do so, and they felt confident, you know, because they were legal. A lot of them came out on social media speaking of how they don't have to be worried because they're legal and they have papers and they got into America the legal way. And after, upon being asked, what of your relatives, friends you may know, or whoever who is Latin, who does not have papers, and they were like, we don't care, it doesn't affect us. Why didn't they get into America the legal way? Okay, so now you guys are legal, you have papers, but so long as you look like the other ones, you have to realize that it's gonna be affecting you, and just you driving while Latino is gonna be reason enough for you to be pulled over. And I feel like right now they are getting that treatment, and they're now realizing, you know.
Right, and I do understand why the legal ones wanted to be separated from the illegal ones, because at no point is it at no point is it right for illegal immigrants to enter a certain country illegally. You know, I do understand that point. So right now, they all just have to work together to see how they're gonna protect themselves from all this harassment from authority, you know. So guys, let us know what you think about this episode, and also consider subscribing if you're new to our channel, and we'll see you on our
next
next
episode, right?